you've got another venture which you've just launched, which of course is working with Musicality TV
Yeah.
to sort of basically set up your own internet TV channel.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
The whole Musicality TV thing, I think, is absolutely amazing. And when it was first sort of put to me, it was almost like a too good to be true syndrome, because you think, well, hold on, this is fantastic, because people all the time want to know what you're doing. I mean, things like YouTube have proven that, because there's stuff on YouTube and things all the time. Most of it very, very badly filmed, very badly put together, appalling sound, I think. And you think, hold on, this is a real great opportunity, not just to do concerts, but to do the inside stories about how things are put together. I mean, we're rewriting the original Journey to the Centre of the Earth, and one of the things we're doing with that is there's a lot of work that will go on with the studio, with Guy Prothero, the conductor, the orchestrations, and we thought, this is great, because what you can do, you can, like, sort of, people can follow the history, rather than end up doing 3,000 interviews at the end trying to explain what you did 7 months ago but you can't actually remember. And this can all be logged there for people to follow who are interested, and we know there's a lot of people interested in how the things are put together, that can actually follow at specific times, saying, great, we can go on live into the studio, they're with the band, they're with the orchestra, there's the orchestration, there's this problem here, and then putting the shows together. So there's all that we can do. There's so much you can actually do. I mean, we've looked at the situation of, I mean, I write quite a lot of piano pieces, so we thought, hold on, maybe we could have a monthly slot of in the studio. There's a wonderful place called the Granary where I go that has, he's got about 20 Model D Steinway pianos there. So it's like select your piano and play. It's going to help a lot of young people, providing it doesn't get clogged. If it gets clogged with people who, shall we say, haven't got a busting lot to offer yet because they're learning. I mean, if I was doing this and I was, what, 21, 22 years old, I couldn't have enough to make it interesting. But I think, I mean, one of the things that we're looking at doing is that we want to set a certain thing up where we have music shows where I'm involved, but involve new young musicians and somewhere where people can go. So I want to use it as well to bring people forward, but I think that for a young band to say, oh, we want to have a site like that and we want to have a TV thing like that, I think you've got to be very careful, because you know, if you're young, you can't possibly have enough material, enough knowledge, enough variation to make it really worthwhile and interesting. But that's not to say that it can't be used for them. I mean, what we would like to do is to have certain shows where we bring on other bands and other people as well, but it won't just be anybody. They will have to be of a certain standard and good, so that people who watch go, hey, listen, when we watch a new band on the Musicality Rich channel, we know that they're going to be pretty good, otherwise they won't get on there. And I think that's the secret. You've got to keep the quality up, and because at the moment the major problem with the internet is that there's millions of bands who've all got sites, so hardly anybody bothers to watch them, because you can't watch a million sites. There's no grading as to they're really good, they're really good, they're really good. So I think that we can help an awful lot. And when you actually sit down and think about it, what Musicality are doing and what it can do is just tailor-made for people like me, really. What can you expect tonight? Well, I do the one-man show on the piano and a lot of silly stories. And the one great thing about being on your own is you can change things. I don't usually play anything from King Arthur in the one-man shows, but I will tonight. I'll probably do 15, 20 minutes worth. And a few other little stories that I don't normally do.
Thing is, at least a dozen times a year since then, I mean, at least sometimes more, I get calls from very well-known artists and some not so well-known who say, we want to do Morning This Brighton, but we'd like to do the arrangement that you did on the piano thing with Cat Stevens. Is it written down? I go, no. And they go, well, could you show us what you did? So at the beginning, the end, the middle bit, and the key changed to it. They said, yeah. I said, no. And I never have done. driving down here today. I thought, well, shall I play a Yes piece? And I thought, no, they never play any of mine. No, I'm going to, of course I'm going to, yeah. I mean, major part of my life. Somebody made it, John Anderson and I, we go out and do a duo thing every sort of 3 or 4 years, which is great fun.
You've got to play in a cave. And it's ideal for the one-man show with a piano because things are a little bit weird. I've played in some very strange places in my life, including the middle of a swimming pool in Marbella. I've played in the middle of a castle. I've played on ice. So why not play in a cave?
If you listen to Alan Yentob when he's interviewing, when you see him on the television quite a lot, he's got a bit of a stutter. He never had that stutter until he came to work with us to do he did a film on the King Arthur thing, and we played terrible tricks on him. We came down and he wanted to do some filming, and I said to him, look, my singer Ashley Holt, I said, he's really, really keen, but it's all to playback. So he said he would love to be standing on one of the ledges on the cliffs that's hanging over the edge. If there's some way we could get him on there, it would be brilliant. He'd just love that. And Alan said, well, I'll see what we can do. It was quite a high budget program. So they got like a crane thing together and a lift, and they lowered Ashley down. I said to Ashley, they really desperately want to do this. Ashley's one of the worst vertigo sufferers I know.
I can deviate quite drastically from what I normally do in a one-man show because, of course, just up the road is Tintagel, which is one of the homes, inverted commas, of King Arthur. And it was, in fact, Tintagel that influenced me to write the King Arthur album.
City when the air is so thick and opaque. I love to see everybody in short skirts, shorts and shades. I like it in a city when two worlds collide. You get the people and the government, everybody taking different sides. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit, shows that we are united, shows that we ain't gonna take it.
So I'm here with singer-songwriter Danica Hunter, who's only 17 years old. I can't believe it after meeting you. So did you always know you wanted to be a singer, or is it just something that's happened recently?
And now I feel to the top with fear, or that it's all just a bunch of matter. 'Cause if you're not
I don't really feel nervous, more just like excited to go out there and show people what I can do, and for people to hopefully really enjoy it and just like what I'm doing.
'Cause if you're not really here.
Work with the audience, get them to get into your thing.
Definitely.
It's all good. All gravy then.
Yeah.
Bless my soul. Oh, you think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me.
I feel passionate about, and something that, that I feel strongly about. So just writing an album, just keep on getting more fans, getting my music out there, just getting noticed really.
Come on over. Hey, stop making a fool out of me.
How would you describe your sound for someone who hasn't heard you before?
I'd probably say sort of rock pop, that sort of thing, like quite indie. But I don't really know how to box myself, if you know what I mean. I'm just sort of going with it, doing whatever I feel like, and whatever people think I am, then that'll be fine with me.
For you wouldn't treat me this way.
I don't really feel nervous, more just like excited to go out there and show people what I can do.
My heart and hide it away. I look up into the night sky. I see 1,000 eyes staring by, and all around